So one of the things that new potential clients come and ask me all the time is, what qualifies as a personal injury lawsuit? It's a great question. A lot of times people make it really complicated, but it's really not. So the two things we need are negligence and an injury. Negligence sounds like some fancy schmancy lawyer word, and it is, but it's really simple. All it means is that somebody did something unreasonable, whether that be a business or a person. And then as a result of that, that caused an injury. So let's talk about somebody doing something unreasonable. That can be as simple as a motor vehicle case where somebody rear ends another driver or runs a red light, talks on their cell phone. Those are easy. Anybody can understand what somebody did was negligent. But then there's also ones that are much more tricky. That can be an example like, I had a case once where somebody went to a carnival, an amusement park. And when they went on one of the rides, it was one of those rides that spun around where you stood on the wall. And they hadn't repaired the padding on the ride. And what happened was, at that point, the person's riding, his arm is on the side, and all of a sudden the pad comes off and traps his arm on the side and ends up injuring his arm. We were able to bring a case against the company, the carnival company. We were able to get a recovery for the individual. Another example is somebody that's at a workplace and an employer or another contractor didn't provide them with the proper safety equipment when they were at a height. And they were on a scaffold, railing comes off because the railing hadn't been properly installed, guy falls 12 feet, multiple fractured ribs, fractured pelvis. Those are cases where there was negligence. And then, of course, you have to have the injury. You can't just have a situation where it could have been something or that it didn't actually cause an injury. So how do you figure out whether there's negligence or not? The best way is to always call an attorney. Attorneys are able to help you figure out where there's negligence, where there's a situation where we should bring a case, whether we should bring an insurance claim. All of those things are really important. So that's where we come into play. Cantor, Wolff, Nicastro Hall. Give us a call because we win. 716-848-8000. It's just that simple.